Once known as one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world, J&J's troubles haven't gone since 2019. Welcome back to another video on our channel. Among worldwide corporations, Johnson & Johnson is regarded as one of the institutions that boosted America's economy from the start, but in recent years, controversy has surrounded the company and things aren't looking good for them. Here is Johnson & Johnson's biggest controversy. Johnson & Johnson's biggest problem loomed in 1999 when a family suspected that their talc powder was the reason behind their problems, but they were unable to prove it and the company walked away unscathed. But it later came back to haunt them, and since then, they've been unable to shake the negative press for those issues. While they may have a number of issues, their talc powder controversy still remains the most popular. It all started in 1999 when a woman named Darlene Coker was diagnosed with mesothelioma, a cancer of the lungs. She was just as surprised as everyone else when she had no association with any risk factors involved with such a dangerous disease. She couldn't understand how she had developed the disease without even knowing. So she hired an injury lawyer to find out how it all happened. Darlene's lawyer was smart, and after listening to everything, he knew it could only come from one thing: talc powder. Darlene had used Johnson's talc powder on herself and her babies for a long time, and it was the only explanation for her mesothelioma. But the question is, how could something as soft and soothing as talc powder cause such a dangerous disease? The answer lies in its composition. Talc powder is made from a few substances, including magnesium, silica, oxygen, and water. It's one of the softest structures known to humans and is commonly used in every house for temporary relief from rashes or other such burning experiences. Johnson's talc powder has been a household name in this business since the 1900s, considering they've been advertising their product with cameras from the 80s, but there are some dangerous associations with its usage. Talc deposits are usually found with or close to asbestos, another compound heavily used for construction purposes. Asbestos has been long known to cause a number of diseases within the chest and is extremely dangerous if inhaled for long periods over time. As talc and asbestos were usually found intermixed or nearby, the FDA issued a statement saying talc deposits were contaminated with asbestos in virtually all cases, meaning its consumption without proper treatment would be dangerous for customers in the long run. Realizing that it was the only explanation to Darlene's diagnosis, her lawyer pressed charges against the company. As usual, Johnson, a company that massive, denied the claims and stated that Darlene and her lawyer weren't certain about it. Unfortunately, Darlene had to drop charges due to the burden of proof, and Johnson continued their business, becoming one of the biggest worldwide companies. If you're enjoying the video so far, then like and comment your thoughts down below. If you haven't done so yet, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more such content. Now back to what we were talking about. Fast forward to 2019, and Johnson was under fire not from a few, but thousands of people. Women came forward claiming they had contracted ovarian cancer thanks to the asbestos in Johnson's talc powder. With such a large number demanding an answer, the court ordered Johnson & Johnson to prove their point. They demanded all documents that were hidden from Darlene Coker 20 years back, and the statements were shocking. Johnson & Johnson's report revealed that the company had known about the presence of asbestos in their products, and it wasn't a recent revelation. They had known the fact and used it disregarding people's safety since 1957. The crowds were left amazed at how carelessly the company had made its profits. But Johnson & Johnson didn't let it end that easily. They hired lawyers, and they were experts in legal issues regarding asbestos and changed the narrative of the case. While their cases were taken in different courts where they had to pay damages adding up to billions, the company managed to get the plaintiffs' accusations denied, and some courts couldn't even reach a verdict. Next, they decided to empty their accounts by creating a new company. The purpose of their new company, LTL, was to take all of J&J's liabilities from the lawsuits and go bankrupt. Apparently, it's forbidden in a number of states except Texas. So J&J did another dishonest move to save the company from losing a small worth of their billions. But how much could it have been? It might not look much to the company, but for the common man, it was a lot. Let's look at the statistics. J&J settled 7,000 cases by giving up $966 million, which is already massive for a lot of us, but if they were to settle the other 38,000 cases pending, they would have given up $5.5 billion, an amount we can't even imagine spending in lawsuits. But for a company that made $80 billion in 2019 alone, it's easy to see that the damages were nothing compared to the company's worth. However, J&J once again disregarded the people's interests by diverting all lawsuits to the other company and showing that it had no money to keep settling the cases. Well guys, that about does it for this video. Johnson & Johnson has fallen off the charts as a major brand for skincare as people are now more informed about the controversy. Even splitting their major divisions on the products didn't help them much, and people are now reluctant to use their products. Although they have resorted to other dirty ways of attracting attention, other people are helping out the masses from falling into their trap.